Hey, what is going on, guys? It's DK back at you with another video here for the NBA main slate here on Wednesday. We got another two-game slate. Real quick, let's see how we did last night. So last night, just missed the money here in the main slate. Did make up for it, though, in the showdown slate. If you guys are curious about my showdown lineup, it was Jokic at captain with Will Barton, Mason Plumlee, Paul Millsap, Damian Lillard, and Zach Collins. That was my showdown lineup, and here's my final main lineup here with Lillard, Will Barton, Tobias, Serge Ibaka, Jokic, Jamal Murray, Millsap, Plumlee. So if you guys watched the video, you guys knew I kind of preferred CJ just because he was a little cheap, but the way the roster construction worked, it didn't make sense for me, like going down from CJ here and then trying to upgrade elsewhere. I wanted Ibaka and Barton as cheap guys. I liked Plumlee as a cheap guy too. So upgrading, it didn't really make sense. There wasn't really a guy in that price range where it made sense to me. So that's why I stuck with Lillard there. The kind of a blowout in both games, to be honest. Really here in Philly, Toronto, all the starters got pulled at the beginning of the fourth. So, Tobias got limited. Serge Ibaka got pulled as well. He did not play that many minutes. So, it was really the Denver guys who I liked a lot yesterday. Jokic, Jamal Murray, Millsap, Mason Plumlee, and Barton all did solid. Almost brought me to the cash, too. So, just missed it on the main slate, but like I said, more than made up for it on the showdown. But let's see if we can keep it going here for this two-game slate tonight. So, let's start with Harden here at 10.2. The price is just staying the same on him. A guy that's going to play 40 minutes. He's going to shoot the ball a ton. Again, it's him and Giannis up top. Both those guys have been playing really well, so it's going to be a tough decision. But Harden, I do like him. Like I said, he's just going to shoot the ball so many times. So 10.2K firmly in play here. And then KYRIE. So Boston, they're on the brink of elimination, down 3-1 here. He really has not shot the ball well here. 8 of 22 and 7 of 22. Still put up 46 and 49 fantasy points. And he said, he's going to shoot more, be more aggressive. So at 8.2K, Boston, like I said, they have to win this game. I really like KYRIE today. I just think he's going to, maybe even shoot the ball 30 times. So at 8.2K, that's too cheap. So I do like KYRIE. And I still like Steph here at 7.9. Finally had that good bounce back game after, a stretch of mediocre performances. The price hasn't moved on him. 7.9K is just too cheap. And he honestly, I think he'd gotten in foul trouble in almost all these previous games too. So, played 43 minutes last time out. So, I do like Steph here quite a bit at 7.9. And I like pairing him with KYRIE here. Chris Paul, it just really has not flashed a whole lot of upside. The price tag is somewhat appealing at 6.5K. That is really cheap. But I would just rather pay a little extra for Steph and a little extra for KYRIE here. And then Bledsoe, it's just been really bad in this series. But the price is coming down to a playable point. 4.9K is really cheap for him. It's almost him and George Hill now are almost at the same price where you guys know, I like George Hill as a value play. But now it's getting close where him and Bledsoe are almost the same price. And for that reason, I'm probably going to prefer Bledsoe over George Hill now just because the price tags are so similar and Bledsoe just has more upside. I know George Hill's been playing better, but Eric Bledsoe has way more upside. So that's kind of my thoughts. I definitely think Bledsoe is in play. Like I said, he has been really bad, but I think it's a decent buy low here. No issue if you want to go George Hill. But just kind of my thoughts is, like I said, he's close enough in price to Bledsoe, and Bledsoe just has way more upside. Marcus Smart at 3.8. Only played 15 minutes, didn't shoot the ball too well. I mean, he's a value guy you could consider, but I would want to see more minutes out of him first. And then Austin Rivers, another value guy. If you're going stars and scrubs, played 33 minutes. So if he's going to continue to play those type of minutes, if Houston's going to continue to run small ball, then you got to consider him here at 3.5K. Now, he does have a low floor, but if those minutes are going to be there, that's definitely a guy you have to consider Rozier, don't think we had to go there. Smart back, didn't see enough minutes. Okay, let's move on to shooting guard. Middleton at 6.3. Yeah, it just seems a little too cheap for him. But probably just not going to be the way I go on the slate. I'm kind of leaning more towards, stars and scrubs approach. So a mid-tier like Chris Middleton, just probably not going to be the way I go. But I understand if you want to go there. He has been playing well in this series. Same thing with Klay Thompson at 5.9. He's going to have a big game here soon. But I just prefer, paying a little extra for Steph Curry. Eric Gordon at 5.7. It's just the price is getting up there where I know he also has been playing well. The minutes are there. But it's almost a 6K now where I think there's probably better plays on the board. IGUODALA at 4.8. I do like the price. The only thing that concerns me is the hyperextended knee. He's kind of limping. Maybe Golden State limits him. He only did play 29 minutes last time out. So that does concern me a bit here with IGUODALA. Jaylen Brown. So, like I said, it was really interesting that Boston last game, like all their offense came from the starting five. Normally they're pretty balanced through 8 or 9 guys, but it was just all starting five. I don't think we can expect that again from Boston, but yeah, 4.7K for Jaylen Brown. He's been playing pretty solid here in this series. 19, 16, 18, 16 in real life points. Now, probably not going to be the way I go, but I'm not going to talk you off if you want to go Jaylen Brown. Like I said, he's been playing pretty solid here in this series. And then Connaughton at 4K. I do like him as a value play quite a bit here. The minutes have just been creeping up there. 30, 28, 33 minutes. So he's going to play right around 30 minutes. He's a guy that will get you rebounds, will get you, a few assists, a block, or a steal. So even if his shot's not falling, he definitely can still get you some fantasy points. So definitely a cheap guy that I am considering. All right, let's move on to small forward here. And Giannis. So like I said, it's really hard in Giannis at the top. It's a tough decision because both guys have been playing so well. I don't really know which way I'm going to lean. You definitely can play both. There's enough value on the slate where you can play both Harden and Giannis if you want to. Milwaukee's up 3-1, trying to close it out here at home. So the way he's been playing right now, I have no issue with Giannis. KD, the price hasn't really moved. And the good thing was Steph Curry finally had a good game, but KD still did good. 53 fantasy points, 34 real life points. So yeah, him and Steph can have big games at their price tags together. So I definitely think it is viable to play both Steph and KD together. There is obviously some negative correlation there, but at their respective price tags, I definitely think it's possible here. So I do like KD at 9.3. And then let's get to some of these Boston guys. It's just tough for me differentiating some of these plays here with Tatum. I already talked about Jaylen Brown, Marcus Morris, Gordon Hayward. All these guys, like I said, the starters at least, so Tatum, Morris, those guys had really good games last time out. Their price tags for their level of production are a little too cheap, but it's just hard to predict. Which ones are going to have great games. Like I said, I don't think we can expect, just the starters to be super productive and the bench do nothing like last game. I think it's going to be a little more balanced. But yeah, so Tatum, Marcus Morris, don't have an issue with either of those guys. Then PJ Tucker. So Houston wants to run small ball here. They like PJ Tucker at the 5. He's going to play 35, 40 minutes. I don't think we can expect 17 real life points out of him again, but I a guy that fills up the stat sheet, gonna get you a block, gonna get you some steals, rebounds, assists, so he can get you there in other ways. 5.1K, the price is getting up there now where he's not like the real great value play, but he definitely still is in play here. Like I said, Houston, they want to run small ball. Hayward, he just had that off game. Shot the ball 1 of 5, only played 27 minutes. Has a real low floor, but the price tag here has come down a good amount to 4.1K, where I still think he plays close to 30 minutes. So I'm going to, if I had to choose one of these Boston wings, again, it's probably going to be Hayward, just because the price tag is so cheap on him. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts there. But he definitely going to hurt you. Like I said, he has a low floor, so kind of cross my fingers there. But the price tag is really appealing on him. All right, let's move on to power forward. So Draymond Green here. The price is starting to creep up a bit finally, but I still don't think it's enough. I think this guy should be priced in the 8K range for the playoffs. Match up really well against this Houston team. Like I said, Golden State, they want to run small ball as well, so they like running Draymond in the 5, which is really good for Draymond's fantasy production. So I know the price has come up a little bit, but I still don't think it's enough. So I do like Draymond here at 7.2. Horford at 6.7. Boston's got to win. Did not look that good last time out, but still had a solid game. Put up 38 fantasy points. Like I said, he matched up pretty well against Milwaukee. They needed him out there to guard Giannis. Guy that's going to play close to 40 minutes. I do like Horford still, but if I had to pick between Draymond and Horford, I would lean Draymond. But I definitely think you could still play both those guys together. Let's see, MIROTIC. He's been the chalk the last couple of slates. It's been a little disappointing too. 29, 25 minutes. Hasn't shot the ball that well. Put up 19, 17 fantasy points. I think he goes way lower owned now just because he's let some people down. For a guy that's going to play 25 to 30 minutes, I still think he's in play. Like I said, I think the ownership goes way down on him, so it's going to be interesting to see the ownership on MIROTIC. But if he's going to be super low owned, I might go back to the well there at 4.6. Ilyasova, another guy I brought up last time out, is just a value guy that he's going to play 15 to 20 minutes, and he's going to be pretty productive when he's out there. So if you're going that ultimate stars and scrubs approach, Ersan I think is perfectly fine here at 3.3K. Looney, I don't think we had to go there at 3.2. I did play 22 minutes last time out. But yeah, he really hasn't flashed any upside. I would just prefer going Ilyasova there. All right, let's move on to center. So, I already talked about Draymond and Horford. Capella, just frustrating. The minutes have been there in this series. 33, 35, and then comes out and plays 21 minutes. So, I don't know what to do with him. Houston, like I said, they kind of want to run small ball. So, for that reason, I'm probably going to stay away from Capella. Now, can he have a good game? Maybe, he plays 30 minutes or so. He can definitely get you there at 5.6K, but just I'm worried about the small ball. He got limited last time out, so that does worry me. But then again, the ownership's going to be really low on him. It was kind of high last time out. It's going to be really low this time, so maybe he plays well. Maybe they keep him out there, plays 30, 35 minutes. He can crush in that time. But it's just concerning that Houston has been playing pretty well with PJ Tucker at the 5. Brook Lopez at 4.3. He really has not looked good in this series. I understand if you want to do the buy low, the price is definitely in play here. But yeah, this is probably not for me. And other than that, there's really no one else down here. So, yeah, I think that's about it here. So I think that's going to do it for today's video, guys. If you have been enjoying the content, please like this video, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below. It's also important to follow me on Twitter. That will be in the description below. I'll give my thoughts as more news comes out throughout the day. We're really not waiting on any news, I guess, besides maybe IGUODALA, but he is probable. So yeah, I'll be back for another video. I believe it's Thursday. I think Thursday is another 2-game slate. Let's see. Yep. So I'll be back for another video on Thursday. So I'll see you guys then.